If any decision or action that you are going to do is going to be harmful to you or others or both, then this is coming from your disturbed mind. If any action is that you are going to do or any decision you are going to take is beneficial to you, not harmful to others, beneficial to others, not harmful to you, or beneficial to all, then this is coming from the higher.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead and go up to achieve, to conquer." Welcome to this edition of Sip and Talk with Vikram. Today we have with us a guest, Mr. Chetan Bansal. Mr. Chetan, you are a postgraduate in business management. You are a businessman from Delhi, having your own manufacturing business. You are very much into spirituality, psychology, philosophy, and life skills. Welcome to this show, Chetan.
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you for having me on this wonderful show, Sip and Talk with Vikram.
So, viewers, Chetan has written this lovely book, and thank you, Chetan, for gifting me.
My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure.
So, Chetan, as I was going through your book, and it is very interesting and intriguing, it took me on for a long time. And I thought I must start asking you something right from there. You have talked about 5 elements to control your life.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us about that?
Actually, if you observe deeply, it says Earth is made up of 5 elements, and we are also made up of 5 elements: Earth, water, space, fire, air. So these 5 elements are nothing but the manifestation of one universal energy, the source energy, which is the super intelligent of this nature, which has created this universe, which is maintaining this universe, and which has the intelligence beyond our mind. It is beyond our logical mind. So all the miracles or everything that you see in this universe, the mysterious creatures and everything, the whole universe has been created by this energy. The problem in our life only happens, see, we are born as natural individuals. When we are born, we have these 5 elements in balance, and due to some other negative attitudes, negative inputs, negative way of living the life, these elements become defective, they become polluted. So this leads to imbalance in our cells, and this leads to many problems in our physical health and mental health. So this is the way to our misery. And nature is very beautiful, nature is very intelligent, and it is an automatic software. See, we feel the need to eat the food, we feel the need to do something, we need the feel to play. So everything comes from inside, and actions to fulfill those needs also come from inside. So everything is within us, and we are connected to that universe through that source energy. So imagine, it is, suppose there is a phone. Without battery, without energy, phone doesn't work. Same is with our body. Without energy, we can't work. During our whole day, when we do our activities and get tired, we go to sleep. Sleep is nothing but the natural process of recharging of our body. Like we recharge our phone through charger, same way we recharge our body through sleep. So this energy is very important, and this energy is the source of our life, which we need to maintain. If we can maintain that energy within us, if we can maintain that balance within us, there is nothing which can make us unhappy. There is nothing which will cause miseries in our life. Although we cannot control the outside situations, but we can manage our responses. So the best attitude, the natural intelligence, the consciousness, the awareness is attached to this source energy only.
So what I find from your conversation is that there are 5 internal elemental energies: air, water, earth, fire, and ether. So once you strike a balance between these five energies, then you create something called inner energy, right?
Yes, yes. Your inner energy, your aura increases, and and when you are connected with your source energy, you will get everything. You will get the every guidance. Your perception will enhance. Your intuitive powers will enhance. Your creative powers will enhance. You will find your hidden talents, talents that are hidden within your source energy, and it will come up, and you will find the purpose of your life. So, because this is a natural software and it has everything for us installed in it. It is a default software by the God. It is everything in us for us. Every human being is unique. Every human has different purposes in life. And the best way to remain happy in life is to find your own purpose because you are aligned to that thing. You are aligned to that skill and live that. Now, normally, what people do, they focus on other people's success, their professions. They want to be like them. They want to be. No, no, no. That is the wrong way of living a life. You can't be Sachin Tendulkar. You can't be Amitabh Bachchan. You are you. Why you are degrading yourself? You have something unique in yourself. Why don't you find that and you live that? So that is a best way to live life. That there is no way. That is the only misery. Comparing with others, want to be like others, or this is only cause of misery in the life of people. And see, everybody, what they are getting is only getting to their because of their karmas. The input hard work, we don't see the input hard work they do in their work. We only see the results and get attracted to that. And once we have to do something and we live in between because we are not able to do that hard work. So once you connect with your source energy, this hard work, smart work, everything that will happen automatically from you, within you. So you won't give up in life. You will cling on to that thing and you will love to do that thing. So that is the way you find your purposes. That is the way you align your mind, body and soul with the universal power. And that is a very simple and basic thing that everybody should have this knowledge and they should learn from these things.
Why does imbalance happens and how do we correct this imbalance?
Actually, you see that we have polluted the nature. When we have polluted the nature, yesterday I was watching the sky of Delhi. For the last 20-25 years, we never were able to see the stars because of the pollution. But last year, it revived itself. Same is with us. Our nature has been clouded by our wrong food habits, by our wrong water habits, by our wrong breathing patterns, by our emotional disturbances, by our wrong belief systems, by our more focus in worry and fear. These have led to the imbalance in our personal space, our mind, body, soul, and the complete aura. So the best thing is that we have to live a very natural life. So I recommend that at least everybody should eat a raw food. Raw food. Raw food means uncooked food, natural food that comes from the plants. 50% must be this. I am not saying that you don't eat spicy things and you can do that, but do that in varieties. You have to reduce the quantities of fast food and this spicy and all this stuff. But at least we should have 50% natural food because we have to be practical. We can't go and live in a jungle. So we have to be practical. We are living in a city. So and we have all desires. So need has to be take a majority in a part of our life, and desires have to take a small part. So if you increase the desires or you increase the spicy things in your life, then disbalance will happen. Same is with water. We are not drinking water the way it has to be drank. That all is explained in the book. And the breathing pattern. You see, normally the people with having emotional disturbances, you will always notice that their breath is short. Or when you are pain, your breath is short. Or when you have done some rigorous physical activity, your breath will become short. So the best way is to, when you increase the oxygen levels in your body, then these all elements become balanced in your life. So you should, we have forgotten this natural breathing pattern and we should continuously, consciously try to keep on practicing the deep breathing. And I have given many good breathing techniques in my book. I have given deep breathing techniques, meditation techniques. So all these has been covered in my book in a very simple way. I have given some very good diagrams also to explain each and everything. And the techniques that I have given are very simple. And just 1 hour a day you can do it, and not even at a continuous stretch. You can choose your time accordingly as per your. But basically, if you want to be happy in life, if you want to be successful in life, you need to find your inner guide. For that, you need to balance your 5 elements, nothing else.
You have spoken about the inner energy, and you have also spoken about cosmic energy. And
Yeah.
when you mentioned about diagrams, I remember that I have seen one of your diagrams and I liked it. Throw some light on this.
Yeah. You can clearly see understanding the size of effect of less cosmic energy on your physical health and life situations. See, this is your body, and you can see from your brain some waves are going up. These are these are your brain waves due to your thoughts and emotions. Okay, and from above the violet color rays are coming. These are the cosmic energy. See, cosmic energy is always present in the universe. It is outside and within you. So when our mind is too much disturbed, when we are get depression and sadness, and due to future we get worry and anxieties, so it leads to emotional disturbances. And when their emotional disturbances happens, our energy frequency vibrations becomes of low frequency, and the cosmic energy frequency vibrations are of high frequency. So during disturbance of mind, we repel these cosmic energies coming from the cosmos, and we repel it. So due to emotional disturbances, we are losing the energy that is within us, and at the same time that energy that is going to come within us is being repelled by us. So we are losing huge amount of emotional energy. See, even during the sleep, if the person doesn't have a good amount of sleep or healthy sleep, so he becomes irritated. Because why he is irritated? Because he has less energy. He has less energy within him or her. So at these cosmic energy is the fuel to your body. It is the fuel to your mind. Once it is less within you, it will create patches within your body, and it will slowly it will start to manifest diseases in your physical body. Okay, so disturbed state of mind, disturbed sleep, too much focus in the past and the future, non-acceptance of people and situation. Actually, this energy is nothing, it is an electric current. So if we create resistance, when we do not accept people and situations as it is, as they are, because that is the truth. Okay, we may not like it or we may not approve it. That is another thing, but we need to accept it. Acceptance means that you are not getting mentally disturbed by the situation or the people that are around you. So if you do that, it is only going to harm you. It means you are creating resistance, and you are not allowing that life energy to flow within you. And this causes lot of physical diseases. We all know our spine, our brain, these cosmic energies, these are all and the chakras. These cosmic energies comes in our body, and it spreads in our chakras. Chakras are like fans. They rotate and they spread the energy within our whole body. So once they are blocked, the energy spread stops and diseases start happening at the physical level. At the mental level, this will reduce your natural intelligence, your consciousness, your awareness will reduce, and when that happens, you are not able to perceive the things as they are. You become emotionally disturbed. Your emotions and actions become wrong, and that leads to long problems, wrong results in your life. You see, it is only your actions which fetches your results, and you are doing hard work, but your decision was wrong, so you are going to get wrong results, so you are going to manifest frustration. So you have to work on your core, you have to work on your basics first. Action comes afterwards. Perception is the main thing, and for that you have to remain focused. You have to remain cool and calm. And I have given all these techniques in a very simple way in the book. Anybody who can read this book, I am sure if anybody wants to improve his life, the first step is to understand the design of your body your mind, the design of this universe, how you are connected with this universe, why you have got problems in your life, what is the cause of problems. Even I have covered the karma part in my book. There are around 40 to 50 pages, more than that, in my book. So this is a comprehensive book on life. Each and every area of aspect I have covered, and people are loving this book. And I have got almost 67 reviews at Amazon. And I think I forgot you tell that it has already become #1 bestseller in US, Canada, UK, India, Brazil, and things are happening. And I am already written 2 more books, and they are on the drafting stage. So soon, this is, I think this is my purpose of life, and I am very much inclined to writing. I love writing. I love to help other people in every possible way, and I think writing is a God gift to me, and I am fully aligned to it, and I will keep on writing, and I will keep on writing meaningful books which will really help people. And that's it. But this is my plan as of now, and I don't know about the future, but this I am doing, and I will keep on doing.
So, Chetan, you have spoken about inner energies and you have spoken about cosmic energies. So,
Yeah.
what is the interface between these two? How does one connect with the cosmic energy, or how does it happen? Can you just guide us through that?
Actually, when you are breathing, you are inhaling cosmic energy. Okay, so oxygen and carbon dioxide are all part of cosmic energy, but carbon dioxide is harmful to us because it is a negative energy. It has lower vibration, so it is not beneficial to our body. And you must have seen Hindu saints. They used to keep choti on their head here. This is the place, this is the space from where the cosmic energy enters our body. This place, and it is happening around the clock. It is happening right now. The more we are peaceful, the more we are focused, the more we are emotionally stable, the more energy will enter. Because when we are emotionally stable, our frequency vibrations are high. There is no negative vibrations coming from our mind, and it will not interfere with the cosmic energy. It will not repel it. It will come inside. Deep breathing increases that. Intake of water increases that. Intake of natural food increases that. Because everything is cosmic energy. You are cosmic energy, I am cosmic energy. Everything in this world is all our manifestation of cosmic energies. All humans are manifestation of cosmic energy. Although all humans have same mind and body, but they have varying degree of consciousness. They have varying degree of intelligence. That's why they have varying degree of results in life. And the varying degree of consciousness is due to only one reason. They have lower energy. Some has lower energies, some has higher energies. So those who are mentally stable, those who are focused, those who have faith and believe in themselves will definitely have greater energy, will definitely have more consciousness, and will definitely have better decisions and actions and better results in life.
So, Chetan, while you take a hot sip of coffee, let me connect with my viewers for a moment. Viewers, I hope you are loving this conversation with Chetan Bansal. Please stay tuned with us in all our episodes. Hit the bell icon, click subscribe, and write your comments. And also, please give your feedback on what you think about what Chetan is saying about interconnecting the energies and drawing the cosmic energies. Please type it right now. Let's read from you. Let's hear from you. Coming back to Chetan, Mahatma Gandhi once said that every moment of your life is infinitely creative and the universe is endlessly bountiful. Just put forth a clear enough request and everything your heart desires must come to you. On that note, Chetan, I saw another diagram in your book, which I would like to show to the viewers and ask your opinion on that. What do you have to say about it?
Actually, I have already explained. This is a different way of explaining the same thing. You see at the top, you can see universal divine powers. And universal divine powers are nothing but this is the life energy, this is the source energy, this is the cosmic energy only. And it is always present. And the real you is the higher space within us. And it is the extension of that source energy. And it is always present within us. So, the higher space within us and the universal divine powers, they are always connected. Okay, so And you can see in between encircled in red is your conscious mind, and on the left side you can see past, and on the right side you can see future. So your right brain is your future, your left brain is your past, left brain is your memory, right brain is your future, it is your imagination. And the center of your brain is connected with the present space. You see, this is the center lining of your body. This center place is connected. I already told you that cosmic energy enters from this space. So this is the center part, and this is the midbrain, we call it. And the viewers must have listened about midbrain activation. So midbrain activation is nothing. It is connecting to the source energy. Once you are focused in your work, either you meditate or you are fully focused in your work. The key is focus. If you are doing everything in focus, your mind will always be in the present moment, and when your mind is in the present moment, you will always be connected to that source, and all the guidance, all your wishes will be fulfilled through that. Whatever you must have listened to someone that this is a saint, whatever he says becomes truth, is it will be manifested. It always manifests, whatever, because that person is connected with the present space. He is such a cool, calm, serene person that whatever he is speaking it is coming from directly from the upper space. It is not coming from his mind. It is not coming from the logic. It is not coming from his bias. That person is totally unbiased because he is just listening to the voice of the nature. That is why whatever he is saying becomes truthful, because he is not saying himself. He is listening to the nature. He is listening to his real inner voice.
So Chetan, as you said about the conscious mind and then the
subconscious mind. Yeah.
And then you told that there is again an interface between the higher level, the real you, and the subconscious mind. And
yeah.
So that brings me to awakening of consciousness. Now, when I read certain scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, they elaborately talk about the consciously awakened person. So how does one awaken the consciousness? As a common person, I would like to do that. Anybody would like to do that. How does one awaken the consciousness?
Very simple. Very simple. You always try to maintain your cool and calm. Just have faith and belief that everything that is happening, that has happened and that will happen is perfectly designed for you. Just do whatever best you can do in each and every situation. Do not get emotionally disturbed. Whatever will be, will be. Nobody has seen the future. People are mostly worried about future. They are worried about death. Death is not in your control. They are worried about the future of their children. The future of your children, the past of your children, the present of your children is not in your control. They are a different soul. They have a different path. Let them live their life. Give freedom to them. Do not try to control them. Do not try to influence them. Same way, do not let anybody else to control your life. Do whatever your inner voice say. And there is a very somebody asked me that how we will understand that the voice coming from inside is from the higher space or lower space. So I told that one simple way of analyzing this: if any decision or action that you are going to do is going to be harmful to you or others or both, then this is coming from your disturbed mind. If any action is that you are going to do or any decision you are going to take is beneficial to you, not harmful to others, beneficial to others, not harmful to you, or beneficial to all, then this is coming from the higher space. So this is a simple way of taking a decision in a life. Very simple and basic, and this is 100% successful and best decision you can take in life. This is the best. I always take my decisions like this.
So Sarvena Sukhantu is your motto.
Yeah.
So Chetan, again I would like to delve deeper into this. I'm enjoying this conversation with you about the purposefulness of life. You see, as you said that do this or do that. What about the purposefulness in life? Many people are lacking that. I mean, for somebody, career may be the purpose. For somebody, family may be the purpose. For somebody, their health may be the purpose. So, what exactly is purposefulness in life?
Actually, the basic purpose of every creature on this planet Earth is to help each other, because nobody can exist in isolation. You see, the nature is giving. Sun is giving, your energy all the time. And see, everything is given. Earth has given you a space to live in. So everybody is giving. The nature's nature is to give. So your first basic purpose of life is to give, which unfortunately we have diverted from that nature. We are only thinking of receiving, receiving, and receiving. The first law of nature is if you get, you need to first give something. Otherwise, you forget what you want in life. The first thing is give. You detach yourself from your desires. Detaching doesn't mean that you have to forego your desires. It will come naturally. Even your desires, what you want, will come from inside you, and the actions also come from inside you. But for that, you have to give. You have to help others in the best possible. You don't have to help others by creating misery for you. Suppose you have one glass of water. I'm not saying that give full glass of water to other. You can give a small pot that you can give comfortably. At least small way of helping others. If you are going in a bus and you see some old people, you can give seat to them. So these small things. If somebody asks you an address when you are walking or standing somewhere, you clearly give them the instructions. The best possibly give them the instructions. So best way is to live life. You have to focus on just on giving and helping others, and rest will happen automatically. Once you start giving and helping others, your needs will be taken care of by the universe through other people, through other situations. So that is the main purpose of your life. So everybody is doing something or the other. So they are helping other people. So they are already doing they are already fulfilling their purposes. See, the God is super intelligent. The nature is super intelligent. It has created people with different interests. If everybody would have been same and everybody would be doing the same thing, then how will this world will move? So nature is unimaginably super intelligent. And regarding your specific question that about finding the purpose in your life, you don't have to worry about that. You just live your life in a wonderful way, in a happy way. Choose happiness, choose gratitude, be grateful to God for everything you have, be happy for whatever you have, help others whatever way you can help others, and you will feel the energy, you will feel the positive energy within you. And when that happens, some way you will definitely find some purpose. You see, in 2013, I met a road accident, and that changed my life 360 degree. And it was a miracle escape. Only I was driving the car, and somehow my car was crushed into a truck, and only my seat survived. My seat was safe. The rest of the car was completely lost. It was broken into ashes. So that was a miracle escape for me. That changed my whole life perspective. And during that period also, I faced many problems in my business and some relations also. So that day, just I decided that I want to understand life. I want to understand it in a deeper way. And somehow, some strong idea, some voice came. Some voice is nothing but your thoughts only. So it very strong intuitive thought came that I have to understand life. Now this is the purpose of my life, and I have to write it down that in a book. And today it is in front of you.
So what are your other books, Chetan, that you just mentioned that you are writing?
So let it unfold, let it be mystery.
Okay, as you wish.
Yeah.
I gathered from you, Chetan, is a couple of things I would like to sum up. One is that we are made up of 5 elements. We have to strike the right balance through right living.
Yes. Yeah.
And there is a cosmic energy around us, and we have to synchronize our energies with the cosmic energies.
Grab that energy, to grab that more energy. Yeah.
And to do that, you need to have a connecting human mind, which is connecting with the time and universal powers.
Yeah.
So for doing that, you need to be a consciously awakened person, and there has to be purposefulness in your life, and social living, inclusiveness, getting along with people and helping them around together. So nobody can win this race alone. You have to cover this journey together. Am I right, Chetan? Your thoughts?
Yes. Perfect, sir. Perfectly summed up.
So any parting advice to your audience before we conclude today?
Any parting, I think I have already covered everything, and this is a very short period. I cannot cover so much. But I just want to say that live life in a very simple way and do everything in a focused way. And whenever you face any problem in your life, it may be very severe or it may be mild. You just need to have faith and belief in yourself. Either you have faith to believe in yourself or God, whatever you believe in, you just have faith and belief. You cannot change the external situations. So it will be foolish to become mentally disturbed with the situation. Maintain your cool and calm. You may be having so responsibility of so many other people. So better focus on that. Better focus on the solutions. If you can do something to change the situation, go ahead, do it. If you can't, just leave it to the God. Nothing else.
Thank you, Chetan. It was a pleasure having you on this show today.
Welcome, welcome. Same here. My pleasure having on your talk show.
Namaste.
Namaste.